Hi there, it's Ron McCracken again. You see Zeus, my dog, my awesome dog Zeus, snoozing in the background there. I'm about to be doing that. And if I look tired, it's because I am. Had a really rough night as far as getting sleep. You can see that I need it. Anyway, just wanted to make a video just sending out some encouragement to anyone who is in recovery from mental health conditions and or addictions, and they large majority of the time they go hand in hand, rarely have one without the other, but just putting it out there, reminding people who are in recovery that you're courageous and bold, that it takes guts to confront your problems. It takes guts to reach out for help, ask for help, whether it's a mental health condition or an addiction, either way, and just even going through therapy and trying to improve yourself. That's what therapy is all about. You're working to try and improve yourself, and you do have to put in the work. It doesn't just happen magically. But for instance, I'm going through cognitive therapy, and it's quite often my therapist will give me homework to work on, and she's kind of done that again really recently, really pushing me to get my resume revamped, and also just pushing me to promote myself, going after jobs in mental health field and journalism things that I really want to do. And those will go hand in hand too. When I'm writing again, a lot of it will be focusing on mental health advocacy. But again, wanted to remind anyone in recovery, don't listen to the naysayers ever. Sometimes when you are doing these things, when you're getting sober and staying sober, and when you're getting therapy and working your way through therapy, sometimes people to put it mildly, will be less than supportive. Sometimes people will be downright shitty to you. And to borrow a phrase from Eminem in one of his videos, he tells one of his haters that the best thing about their opinion is that it doesn't matter. And I just think that's just a fantastic comeback. But don't ever discount things that you are doing and saying do have impact on other people. Two brief examples: when the way my recent public speaking really got started, the way we got the ball rolling was when I showed up as an observer to a NAMI talk at Parker University in Dallas. And after the talk, of course, it was all about mental health. This was to a occupational therapy class. I had to think about that for a second. There was a question and answer session, and the topic of PTSD came up, and I made some comments and just speaking my truth about what I've experienced with PTSD. And it kind of switched to from people asking questions to the speaker to people in the class were asking questions to me about it. And again, I was just sharing my lived experience. And anyway, on my way we finished up on my way out of the college. Just as I was getting to the door, a couple of the students caught up to me, and they had told their teacher, and she told them, "Well, go get them." That they wanted to have me as a guest speaker. And I think it was about a month or so later, I was a guest speaker in their class, and that's one example. And again, I was just sharing my experiences. And another one is, and really one of my very fond memories of the Boston Marathon. I believe this was 2016, and I was running. It might have been 2015, but I'm pretty sure 2016. Doesn't really matter which year it was, but I have a couple of Boston Marathon videos with a lot of views, and well, this was back in 2016, so they didn't have so many views at that time. But I was running through, we were right around mile 20, I think, because it was right around Boston College, and I was running with my American flag, and now that part of the course, when you're going through the Newton Hills and culminating in Heartbreak Hill, and that's when you're up by Boston College. Again, that's right around miles 20, 21, right around there, give or take. It's a long stretch where the Boston College students are coming out, and that's when the crowds, it's when you get into Newton Lower Falls, the crowds start getting really much thicker and everything, and then as you're going through the Newton Hills. Well, when you get to Boston College running the Boston Marathon, the Boston College students, including a lot of the frats and sororities, come out. And the frats and sororities come out in force. There's hundreds and hundreds of the students that come out to cheer the runners on. And I was running up the hill through the crowd. I just peeked up the hill, and as I was peeking the hill, and again running with my American flag, I could see those, these huge groups of frats and sororities, and a few of them, they were cheering, and then a few of them pointed at me and started yelling out, "It's running Ron! It's running Ron! All right!" And they started just going wild cheering, and I was kind of stunned. And as I came up to them, I just said, I've mentioned this in other things too, but I just said, how did you know my name? And they, as I was passing through, a bunch of them yelled, "We saw your YouTube videos." So apparently they've been doing their research, searching on YouTube for Boston Marathon related videos, and they saw a couple of my videos, and that just, initially that kind of stunned me, but again, that also shows how don't discount the impact of things that you're doing and saying that it can have on people. Again, apparently they got a kick out of that, and they were inspired by the videos and everything. So again, to those in recovery from whether it's mental health conditions and or addictions, again, keep doing what you're doing. You're going to inspire people, and remember, ignore the naysayers. So that's about it. But remember that you really, things that you're doing and saying, and you're leading by example. Just by being bold and courageous, you're leading by example, and that's very powerful. And remember what Jedi Master Yoda said: We are luminous beings. Y'all have a good one.